everyone, and it's welcome back to Follow the Fin with Joe Quinn. Today I'm on the River Mayo here in Ballina. It's only 2 minutes from my home, and I'm going searching to see can I get a couple of sea trout maybe. This stretch here, it's the last freshwater beat from the Mayo fishery, and it's called the Point. I will do most of my sea trout fishing here at night time. It's a totally different game when you're fishing at night time because trout seem to be more active. They seem to be moving. They come at the head of every tide. And this is one thing about this stretch here, how it's determined by the tides. Because the tide will come up here, it'll actually go up as far as the ridge pool to the falls. But as I say, I normally don't come down here during the day, but I just want to see can I pick up a few sea trout, if there's any sea trout in it. It's the 3rd of August. The main run of sea trout here would be in July, but from now on you will still get sea trout coming in. And most of the sea trout, there's a local name here on the sea trout. They call them the Foxford trout because if the trout come running here, they run straight through as far as Foxford, which is upriver. And the locals there, they catch them in the town there. The great method is the bubble and fly. So the tide is on its way. Actually, there could be a drop of tide down there now where that orange marker is, but I just want to fish these runs here to see can I pick up the sea trout. And as always, we'll see what the day brings. The Mayo estuary is well known for its sea trout fishing, and the sea trout fishing is done mainly from boats, using a variety of baits, from sand eels to mackerel strips to even spinning lures. From where I'm standing to the mouth of the river where it meets Killala Bay at the bar is 5.5 miles, about 9 kilometres. There's a trout, but I think it's a brown trout. Oh, there's a little brown fish. Going back down. If you enjoyed watching this video, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done. And if you're a returning subscriber or viewer, thanks for watching. It's much appreciated. And don't forget to hit that notification bell that will notify you whenever I post any content. So what I tend to do if I'm fishing during the day for sea trout is I fish this stretch of water down to where those rocks are down there behind that point that's going out. Now at the moment, again the tide is just down there behind those rocks. So I'll fish down and I will then fish the pools back up again, because fishing for sea trout during the day, it seems to be you're catching smaller sea trout, like half-pound trout to 2 3/4 of a pound maybe. The best to see trout is at night time, and you get good quality fish at night time. It seems that the trout are less spooky at night, and I've always known that trout are more active at night time and travel more so at night time. So we'll just search here now. Also, when the tide is coming, you have a tendency to see trout springing. If I see a trout springing, well, I know there's a few trout moving. Normally when you see one, there's a few others with him as well. Into a small sea trout. I don't know many casts I threw that across that pool, and I just knocked off the camera, and as soon as I did, you're in. But I might know where there's a few more. Oh God, I'm having hard luck with trout lately, but still. I normally fish this stretch down just beyond where that flatbed of rock is going out to the river. So another little sea trout. Let's see what I get this far. Again, didn't have the camera running, but strong little trout. With the hand before I pick them up. Gone. Cook release. We may be into a sea trout, maybe. No, a brown trout. Funny now, there's a lovely brown trout, right? So you could say I'm in the estuary. It'll make you think, like, why don't these trout go out to sea? Like, brown trout and sea trout are the same, it's just the sea trout decide to go out to sea. Off you go. But yet, that's two brown trout I've caught here now. And as I say, the tide comes in here twice a day. It's on its way now. Oh, I think, right, the tide is coming because two stones here, but out in front of me I just got a glimpse of an otter. We're looking below. got to try and get my flies out. Or the below trout, definitely. as long as I can remember, as long as I can hear, there has been otters. Just one thing here that I don't like about here is that it can be very slippy, especially when you're down here at night time. You don't want to slip and fall, do yourself an injury. There's a drop of tide now just here. I'm going to fish this wee spot here and I'll walk back up. You can see that the tide is coming, because look at this little stretch of water here. It's starting to fill up. Just after hooking into a good fish here. As I say, the tide is just coming. I don't know what this is, but he's a decent fish. Just after coming in, making one cast before I turned on the camera, and I'm into a nice fish. It's on the teal, blue and silver. Yeah, it's a nice trout, I'd say. And I was just about to say that normally when the tide enters the pool, I've never done any good, but this is just ahead of the tide. I'm literally about maybe 20 yards ahead of the tide. Let's see what this is. Yeah, it's a sea trout. Was I saying something about it's normally £half-pound trout you get during the day? Oh no, he's not on the tail, he's on my dropper. I've no name on the fly, but I'll post pictures. Yeah, he's a sea trout that's in a while now, and I'd say I have him. Wow, decent trout. Daytime sea trout. So that was a surprise catch now, I have to say, with that trout. I was just ahead of the tide. I got him just halfway between where I am and those swans down there. So I'm up here now in the next pool. Just hoping to see will a few fresh trout come into it. Each day is different. No sign of any trout springing out of the water. The tide is about 100 yards below me, and all of a sudden I come in here now and there's a few trout starting to move with the tide. They're only small sea trout, but a bit of spoke, a bit of action. Small sea trout, fresh. Off you go. UFO. There we go now. Maybe a sea trout. Small sea trout. So beautiful small sea trout. This is where my Pro comes in handy to hold the rod. Thank you, Martin Kenny. So the making of this video was over 3 days, and that's how I'm lucky to be living so close to it. If I'm fishing for sea trout during the day, I just come over as the tide's coming and I fish for about an hour. And I do these pools here hoping that a couple of trout coming with the tide will stop. Yeah, I'm only 2 minutes away from this. From July I always set up a rod in the house. It's set up all the time for this type of fishing, so I can just grab it into the car and over I come. Up and over. Oh, refusal at the first fence. They're coming over, maybe they want me to lift them over. Go on, you can do it. Go on. Go on. Well, the other one give him a shove. Go on. And off to go. So that's it. I hope you all enjoyed the video. You know, it can take a lot of hours just to make a 20-minute video. And when you're looking back in clips, you can see some funny things. I'm going to leave you with a clip that happened to me one evening here on the river. And it wasn't planned. Thanks for watching. And here are the two flies that caught the trout. Threats will be in the video description.